Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. I'm Muhammad Azri bin Muhammad Ismail with metric number 248839. Currently, I'm studying at UUM taking Bachelor in Development of Management. The purpose of this video is for my English course, which is English Proficiency 2. For this assignment, I have got bank and money as the theme. Without further ado, let us continue with this video. I would like to share with you about my experience. This is a story about customer service in the banking industry. This is not an apocryphal story. This is actually happened to me last week. First of all, one of the bank, one of my bank account has become inactive last year. So at the end of the year, I closed out my account bank with the bank. But suddenly the bank still sent me the bank statement. A few months back, I tried to close the line in the person at the branch, but the branch manager said they did not handle the problem, and she gave me the number to call to sort it out with the customer service over the problem. So far, so good. Okay, here's the tragedy. I called the customer service telephone numbers after receiving an automatic voice menu. I think I pressed 1 for loan account balance and reached a human. On her request, I give my first and last name and account numbers, and I explained that I need to close my account. Okay, then another 2 minutes pass. 2 minutes pass, and there is a girl who talking to me. She introduced herself. I I explained that I would like to close my account, which has been inactive for a long time. This is where the drama begins. She said she cannot close my account, my account if there is still the balance is in it. And I said I know that it's 2 cents. That's been of my debt for a couple of years. After I transfer my money from my checking account to pay off the balance, the 2 cents the 2 cents show up. Probably is the interest accrual for something like that, and by the mistake. Okay, but she still insists that the that the system won't let her close the account if I have a balance. I still trying to figure out the solution. I told her that I have another account at the bank. Maybe can be can take the 2 cents from there. But she still insists that they can do it. I still have to go to my local branch. Then I told her again that I already went to close the account at the branch, but they said they could not close it. I have to be done over the phone, and this was the number the branch manager gave me. And then I asked her, maybe she could just check with someone. Amira returned and she's continued. She said she has checked my with her manager, but there's really nothing that can be done if I have got balance on the line. This kind of leadership is making me feel sick. Oh. At this point in the call, 80 minutes into my epic quest to close the account, I have moved into my mind into the full-blown unhappy mode. I try to control my emotional and continues the conversation. I urge Amira to try evaluate the problem with the manager and to figure out a way to solve the problem for the customer. She's promised she will open an inquiry with the manager, and someone will get me back to me. We end the call just like that. Okay, everyone. First, I really don't blame Amira who answered my call. She remained positive and polite throughout the call, yeah. And she is not the main problem. Amira is stuck in the bank. The debts value the system and efficiency. Whatever debts mean, and at everywhere the cost, overwhelming the judgment. Why do people hate their banks? We hate banks because we sense rightly that bank respond to a single set of law. And not with the anger. Okay, now how to recognize this AKA How to reconcile this, aka how to not to be a self-serving hypocrite. Okay. Can can a bank can a bank be both efficient and human? Okay. One solution is it seemed to me is that Amira and all of her customer service cohort need more power to use human judgment. You should never have to spend 18 minutes with me on the phone. In addition, in addition to in addition to whatever follow up the span of afterward, trying to solve a problem what you send in the to the bank. She need to be trusted to serve by the business owner, which clearly nobody in her claim in the chain of command has thought to give her to be taught to be taught twice in her quest to to override the system. Mean the earthly law of system efficiency need to trumped by the highest power law of human judgment. I think we had been because for the most part we sense that there is no override of the system available for person to person judgment. I'm ready enough of an adults with the want to total bank efficient, but I'm also want to avoid the absurdities of the bureaucratization. That's all for me. I hope no one else will confront the same thing as I am. Thank you very much. This is all my videos to make on this English course.
Hi friends, today I want to talk about banks and money, and today I want to talk about is how to open a new account and how to getting a loan from the bank. First, open a new account is very easy and simple way, and you just need to go inside the bank, and the banker is very manners to you, and they will ask you some question. They will ask you need for help, and you just say your purpose, and you say you need to open a new account, and then what type of account, and then the banker will ask you to give them to ask you to fill in the application, and then take and then ask you can they take a copy of your IDs, and then they will ask you some question is initial deposit, and initial deposit how much you will put the money inside the bank, and then the minimum they will say is the minimum about 20 ringgit that you should put inside the bank, and then you get the card, and if you agree the whole floor, and you just sign it, and you get your new account. And so that I conclude, open the new bank account is first you need to say your purpose. You need to open a new account, and you say the type of account you need to open, such as saving account. And then the third is you fill in the applications, and then you give them the copy of ID, and then the initial deposit you need to put how much, and the last is sign. Okay. For my part 2 is loan. How you getting the loan? First, before you getting a loan, you like to, for me as a customer, you need to do a lot of research to know all about this, the whole loans things, and you need to know about the banks, and you need to looking for the banks and the finance situation that make the banks loans, and you need to do a compare of rate of interest they're charging, and the charging on the principal amount, and you need to do a design and compare which bank is the best, and you just keep your prioritize strictly and focus well to the main main factor. The three main factor is interest rate, and then the bank reputations, and then the long term. The long term. This is your prioritize for you. And you're trying to choose a bank, and then you need to choose the bank that provide you the best service and low interest rate. And just you need to flexible to replay and entirely the principle of amount soon as I want without a penalty. Just that you do the research to know more that you want to choosing you want to getting a loan, and a big loan, and then the good service for you. And before that, you meet with when you meet with the bank official, and you don't so fast to application the loans. Before that, you need to confirm some questions that you didn't understand before you move more ahead, and you can ask them the interest rate. How about the banks? You need to ask for the loan that they will ask you the loan 10 of you want to loan for about 10 year or 15 year or 20 year or 30 year. How about the different if 15-year loans and then the 30 years loan? It's very easy to say that they will give you an application that all of term of condition that will mention for it, but actually they will very friendly to explain it all about. And first they will explain the 15 years of loans, and is your money your higher money the payment you will pay, and then but you pay the less interest rate. But if you 30 years of loans, you will getting to pay lower, and but the interest will charge more highly. This depend on you. And at the last, when you ask all the question, then if you look okay, you look clearly, and then you confirm all the problem that you meet, then you can make a loans that you choose the good bank. The first I conclude. First, you need to do a research and know about what prioritize that you need, and then when you meet the banks of officer, don't so fast application the loan. You need to know about the interest rate first, and then this is and then you know about their package the package that you choosing the loans. Yeah, okay, that's all. Thank you.
Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.